Hi, Joe Gagan here. Got a instructional video about the Gagan Dunlop drop-in kits and how they apply to the Chinese vox shells, the V847A, which they didn't actually put the A on there, but this is a made in China, V847A. All of this applies to the V845, the all black one as well. All the shells are the same as they apply to all this stuff. So I'm just going to uninstall it for a sec and show you some stuff. This one already has the standoff installed that I send you as an add-on to this kit. Take the nuts out. I recommend with these SANGAMO kits with these big caps, I recommend using a small regular screwdriver so you don't have as much obstruction with the screw, and you can just leave it in the board if you want. Okay, here's what you got to do to the shell to do this. There are two things that need to be cut. My customer did this and he did a really good job. He didn't have to chop this one down, but he did anyway. And I always recommend you just use a fairly large bit, and you get your boss and screw it down. Sometimes you have to kind of angle the drill to keep it on the thing moving downward, but he did cut them down about low enough. And you also have to cut this tensioner spring bolt off, and I covered it up with some, I don't know, black stuff, but I use real big end cutters like this, or this is a Cobalt brand. They're nice and tough. You actually have to kind of go at it a couple times to get it to break off. But you can also use a Dremel saw or a little tiny hacksaw. If you've got a blade, you can just work back and forth so you don't have to take the whole thing apart. But those are the things you have to do. And I've already installed the standoff. I send it to you like this with a regular 632 screw like the Dunlops use. The way you should do this to install it is install it in the, go ahead and install it, screw it in. Even though this wash shell already has it, I'm going to show you the steps. Just get it screwed in tight. And then temporarily put your nuts in. And this tip works for all pedals and things that have the well, now this is going to be in the way, but anyway, this tip works for anything that has this type of jack. You use a screwdriver or something of the right diameter so that nut just rides on there, and then that automatically centers it, so you basically can't strip the nuts if you start the nut with a screwdriver that way. You don't have to tighten these nuts, just get them started. So that gives you your alignment. And then once you've got that, peel your backing off the two-sided tape on that standoff and threaded piece, and then just drop it down and stick it down. I can't do it because I've already got the standoff here, so it's in the way, but just stick it down, and that'll set it exactly where it needs to go. Let me show you one more thing here. The nuts are 11 millimeter if you have a socket set. I'm going to take this demonstration standoff off and screw it down to the one that I've already installed. This is all pretty fast, pretty easy to do. This guy actually had the optional LED setup, so you see an extra wire going there. Okay, that's tight. You can see it all sits real nice in there. And also, when you look at it from the side, that, lucky for us, Vox decided to stay with the correct spacing. When everything's in the right place, the power jack actually works. It's recessed pretty far in there, but at least it's lining up, and you can, if you have a long enough barrel plug, you can get it in there. So all this stuff works in the Chinese shell. And thank you very much for watching the video.